Have you ever experienced sleep paralysis? It's when you suddenly wake up while dreaming. Your consciousness is very clear, but your body cannot move. What's even more terrifying is, you feel like something is moving in the room. There's an unspeakable weight pressing on your chest. You want to shout but can't, you want to move but can't. That sense of despair can drive a person crazy. This is what we commonly call sleep paralysis. But rest assured, it's not a ghost pressing you. It's your brain crashing, falling into a bizarre state between sleep and reality. When people sleep, they go through several stages. One of these stages is called REM. This is when dreaming is most frequent. At this time, your brain, to prevent you from actually punching your partner awake while fighting monsters in your dream, will actively cut off the brain's control over most of your body's muscles, paralyzing your entire body. This is supposed to be a perfect protective mechanism, but the problem lies here. Sometimes your consciousness wakes up prematurely, but the paralyzed state of your body hasn't been released yet. This is like your body has already clocked in for work, but your soul is still lying flat on the bed pretending to be dead. What's even more critical is, at this time your brain is still in a semi-awake, semi-dreaming state. It fabricates terrifying things from shadows, clothes, or even a hook in the room. Coupled with the inhibition of respiratory muscles, you feel a large stone pressing on your chest, unable to breathe. Isn't that all the elements of a horror movie? Even stranger things are yet to come. Some people during sleep paralysis see a dark shadow pressing on them. Some hear strange sounds. Some even feel touched. Scientists call this sleep paralysis hallucination. In simple terms, it means your brain, while not fully awake, misinterprets various sensory signals. In different cultures, the explanations for sleep paralysis are surprisingly similar. Chinese call it ghost pressing bed, Japanese call it kanashibari. In Western regions, people call it the devil sitting on the chest. People worldwide have the same nightmare. Isn't that chilling to think about? The answer is actually very simple. Because all humans have the same brain structure. So in the same physiological state, similar hallucinations will occur. When your brain tries to explain why am I awake but can't move, it automatically retrieves the most terrifying concepts from your cultural memory to fill this void. Chinese people grow up listening to ghost stories, so it's a ghost pressing you. Westerners grow up watching vampire movies, so it might be Dracula. Speaking of this, you might ask, why do some people experience sleep paralysis frequently, while others never encounter it in their lifetime? In fact, it has a lot to do with your sleeping position and lifestyle habits. Statistical data shows people who sleep on their backs are several times more likely to experience sleep paralysis than those who sleep on their sides, because when lying on your back, the base of your tongue is more likely to fall back, obstructing the airway. This exacerbates the feeling of being unable to breathe, making your brain more panicked and more prone to hallucinations. If you often stay up late, have irregular sleep patterns, are under immense stress, or play on your phone until midnight before sleeping, then congratulations, you've booked your VIP seat for the next sleep paralysis. Because these behaviors disrupt your sleep cycle, making the REM phase unstable, leading to a greater chance of misalignment between consciousness and body. But this is not the most terrifying part. What's truly chilling is, some people have learned to enjoy sleep paralysis. Globally, including in China, there's a group of peculiar individuals who use sleep paralysis as an entry point to lucid dreaming. Lucid dreaming is when you know you are dreaming, can even control the content of dreams, fly whenever you want, date whoever you want 10,000 times better than VR. These people will deliberately train themselves to enter a state of sleep paralysis. Then at that point where consciousness is clear but the body is paralyzed, forcefully roll into a lucid dream. Sounds wonderful, right? But the price is, you have to endure a few minutes of terrifying experience first. Imagine you know that what's pressing on your chest is a hallucination, but the feeling of suffocation and fear is still terrifyingly real. This requires very strong psychological fortitude. Some people went too far, and instead developed serious sleep disorders and anxiety. There are also more sinister things. Scientists have discovered a striking overlap between reports of sleep paralysis and alien abductions. Many people who claim to have been abducted by aliens describe scenes almost identical to sleep paralysis. Waking up in the middle of the night unable to move, seeing strange creatures standing by the bed, feeling their body being examined or touched, then losing most of their memory. The scientific community now generally believes that most so-called alien abductions are actually sleep paralysis hallucinations. It's just that people living in the technological age have replaced the ghosts in traditional culture with aliens. Our brains are capable of so many tricks. So how to break free from sleep paralysis? There are countless folk remedies such as biting your tongue, reciting incantations in your mind, forcefully rolling your eyeballs, etc. But there is only one truly effective method. Don't panic in your mind. Just wait, because sleep paralysis usually only lasts a few seconds to a few minutes. Your body will regain control on its own. The more you struggle and fear, the more stress hormones your brain secretes, the more real the hallucinations become. But if you really can't stand it, there's a little trick. Concentrate